Hello. Good afternoon, good day. I am making the statue that everyone on Twitter is upset with. First, I want to make this thing, I think, though. Actually, let me look up. Hi, Griffin. Yeah, Art Sunday. Did you have a month that you were thinking of coming here, by the way? I was just wondering. I thought you mentioned it. I could be wrong. I was just wondering, I was like, did Griffin say what month he was thinking about? Ionic. Ionic pillar. Yeah, it's just like at the front. I'm looking at the reference real quick for this pillar. Just finished workout and right when you sit down for streaming. Hi, Blue. Hope you had a good workout. Glad the timing was good. You did, but you might have to reschedule. Okay. Yeah, I thought you said end of August. I wasn't 100% sure. Well, no worries. Let me know. Okay, let's make this little guy first. You'll send the Grand Blue stuff by mail. You mean Enfield? No, you don't have to mail. You don't have to mail it. I'm not in a rush for it or anything. I was just wondering when you were coming. That's all. There's absolutely zero rush. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, how am I gonna do this swirly thing? I'm looking at ionic pillars. Because it's a spiral. It's the strangely suggestive innuendo statue. Yeah, the appetizer right now is the pillar. And then it's the statue that's making everyone be... It's called the questioning statue, and it sure is making everyone very questionable on Twitter right now. Let's do a cylinder, I guess. Maybe I should have done a cylinder for this, actually. Actually, yes. I'm a little silly. Let's do a cylinder. Riven, are you still using Blender? Let's take... Yes? Nice. Okay, so this, like, sits in front. Hi, Poos! We are modeling the cute little annoying fly-like statue pillar, and then the statue that's making everyone act up on Twitter. That is what we are doing today. You're thinking about getting a 3D printer? That would be fun. I need to use mine more. It made you go to Twitter to check the statue out. You're so evil. Are you not on Twitter, Blue? Have you not been seeing everyone be unhinged about this statue? You just finished Monster Hunter Wild's egg delivery quest. Those egg delivery quests are really annoying. Oh my god, what am I going to do? Maybe I... Sorry, I'm having decision paralysis about how to approach this. I think I'm gonna connect this first. I need to use my 3D printer more, but it's like so intimidating because I have a resin one and they're kind of hard to work with. I had a traumatic experience. I have a lot of traumatic experiences. I had a traumatic experience when I first set it up where everything just kept going like the worst it could ever go. So I haven't used it too much. I need to go back to it. Yeah, it's tough using a resin one because like so the problem I was having was that the resin wasn't sticking to the build plate. I think because my build plate was too smooth, I ended up having to take some sandpaper to it to get it to work right. But so the resin wasn't sticking to the build plate, but it would keep going, and I would just have this like lump fused to the bottom of the... You have like a clear sheet that goes at the bottom of the pool of resin, and I replaced that bitch like 3 times in my initial setup of using my resin printer, and I was like, this is such a waste. I keep wasting all these films. I'm so depressed. And then I got it to work, and I printed like a few things, and I had all these grand ideas. You know, I'm gonna model something and print it, and then I was too traumatized from everything else. I might play Monster Hunter Rise tonight. My friends have been asking to play Rise. Mentally exhausted, exactly. Yeah, I've never played Rise before, and my friends, who I played all of Wilds with, are so thirsty for more Monster Hunter experience. Some of them haven't played Rise, or some of them have only played a little bit, so we might play it. I might stream. We'll see how I feel. Sounds cool, hope you have fun. Thank you. I main Insectlave, and I hear Insectlave is really good in Rise, so... You've never played Rise either? It's research for the Monhunt 2 collab, exactly. The wire bugs are cool. I know the wire bugs let you, when you mount monsters, you can like control them a little, right? You can like angle them into the walls and stuff. Were you World Wild? I started with World also, and then I went to Wilds. I only started with World because I was really interested in playing Wilds, but I was like, do I want to drop like $100 on this game at launch if I don't even like Monster Hunter? Like, I should get a Monster Hunter experience first. And my boyfriend had already played Rise, and I wanted him to have a fresh experience with me, so we played World together. And I liked it enough that I was like, okay, I'll buy Wilds. And then I put 225 hours into Wilds, so I think it was worth it. You can control them a little, though most of the time you just ram them into walls. Yeah, that's what I mean, though. I was never good at the wall slam world where you're supposed to like shoot them with the slinger or whatever. Did I see the MLP collab skins? I did. I'm so excited about Blemishine because I do not like Blemishine's original skin. 225 hours is 100% worth it? Yeah, I agree. I think I got my money's worth. Yeah, I'm really excited about Blemishine. Narantuya is looking so cute, and yes, why the fuck is Lynn there? I don't know what's wrong with them. I guess they didn't want to, like, do only horses. For the people who... No, it doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say, for the people who, like My Little Pony but don't like horses, there's Lynn for you. Yeah. You're the horse put in Asian character. Maybe. I guess. I was thinking it was just because she's purple and magic themed. And they don't have a purple magic themed horse. So they went with her. But I guess since she's an Asian themed character, then it, you know, kind of makes sense. They should have made a purple horse. I agree. Listen. It should have been a horse. To be honest, I think it's a cute Lynn skin, and depending on the animations, I might get it. I already have her summer skin because I like fish. I am a Lynn enjoyer. I just was expecting more horses, you know? I'm surprised we only got one Kazumaresh skin out of that. You have a feeling they wanted to put Reed in there but couldn't find a way. Blue, is this why you don't like Reed? She has too many skins. No Pinkie Pie is criminal though? True. They don't have- Rainbow Dash is my favorite horse. So I'm a little disappointed, but like, they really went with color matching was the main thing I feel like. So, the problem is, who do you make be Rainbow? They don't have a rainbow character in Arknights. I don't think I want this one. What's with the statue enemy and why are people down bad with it? It's the smug face. I really think it's just the smug face. The way it looks at you with that smile, that damn smile. Hi Z. Rainbow Dash Fang, she's blue at least. Oh, honestly? That's not a bad idea. Rainbow Dash Fang would have been good. Uh-oh. That's fine. People are already 3D printing this statue, because I guess when it came out on CN, people made files for it. But I want one that I can rig, so that's why I'm making my own. Maybe I'll 3D print it later. The real Giga Chad move would have been Rainbow Dash, but replace its face with Luminar's face. No, it just shows up Palace's peak design. The statue? I agree. It's definitely... I get the joke of, like, everyone wanted Muinar to get a My Little Pony skin because, haha, man, in a juxtaposed My Little Pony thing. But bro's already got 2 skins. Neural, the limited Neural family unit only has 1. And Blemishine only has 1 that I don't like. So I'm very happy that she got one. I'm really happy about that. And honestly, I don't like Narantuya's first skin either. So I appreciate her new one. I really like the art of Naruto's first skin, but I don't like the, chibi. I don't like the playable place chibi. I wonder how the story will explain the MLP-ified Karantas. I don't think there's gonna be a story, right? I think it's like the Sanrio crossover where you get icons and skins, but nothing else. Hi, Joshua. No story, just skins. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. They made MLP Moinar depressed as hell. Yeah. He does look really funny in the icon. You're not pulling for Camille? I haven't opened Enfield in like 2 months. So I don't think I'm pulling for Camille. You don't like Naruto at all. Lost the Karanta gacha on an actual nice horses to get a skin. Are you shit-talking Blemishine right now? Blemishine is a nice horse to get a skin. If you don't like Naruto, that's fine, but you better not be talking shit about Blemishine right now. Does it count if you're playing Camille? Did you pull for Camille? Oh, in LOL, in League of Legends? Blue? No. If you're playing League of Legends, seek help. Blemishine is fine? Okay, thank you. In this house, we love and support Blemishine. You're kind of just happy for Meteor content. I know, right? It's shocking that Meteor and Granny were acknowledged. I know Z's really sad that Platinum didn't get acknowledged, and I apologize for your loss there. But yeah, let me get rid of this one. The surprise Meteor and Granny acknowledgement was crazy. You're more Madeline, is there? Yeah. You could have taken a missing Platinum if there wasn't a rat taking up a horse spot. See, did you see what someone suggested earlier, though? It's because it's the year of the horse, so they're putting an Asian character in. Oh, we do have an Asian horse. Wong's apprentice. But he wasn't gonna get an MLB skin. He's not out on Global yet. I'll put the mirror on. It kind of felt like they should have, with all the other Kazi horses. Yeah. Just like the actual Legend of the Zodiac, the rat is using the horse to get in first place. True. Wait, Maple, why don't you like Narantuya? What's wrong with Narantuya? I'm just curious. I like Narantuya. But I feel like the more I stream Arknights, the more I find people are like big haters. Which is fine. It's fine to dislike a character. And I'm like not a hater as much as I thought I was, you know? Like which is fine. You hate her design and her personality? Damn. Okay. That's fair. Gameplay-wise, she's fine. No, that's fair if you don't like her as a character. Could have used the zebra. They're kind of weeaboo horses. If Heavy Rain got mentioned, I don't know, that would have been crazy. You weren't born in the hate, you were raised and simmered and submerged in hate. It's funny because until I started streaming Arknights and meeting like insane haters, I always thought I was a hater, and my boyfriend always calls me a hater, I feel like I've got hate in my blood, but just not as much as you guys, which is fine. Okay, how am I gonna... Oh, you know what I can do? I hate other things. I think that in Arknights I'm, like, chill. My hate is placed elsewhere. Oh, shit. I forgot about the back. Do you think the back of one of these statues, pillars? No, I don't think so. No. Okay, I won't. Let me delete this. What League does to a motherfucker, honestly. See, I've never played League of Legends. That hate is for invis enemies. True. I have a Palace and TT duo of the whole event video that I was cooking earlier. Except for ME8. ME8, I needed more people. And I've been struggling to do like a 5 Minos clear of ME8. And then I saw someone post a video yesterday of a 3-man, 3 Minos ME8 clear, and I was like, I got gigamogged. I'm still gonna post my video. I'll just link to their clear and be like, if you want to see actual good gameplay. You don't hate Naruto, you don't know how to explain it, but hate is a strong word. Okay. That's fair. No, that's fair. Just a not enjoying of her. I get it. Hate is a strong word. Uh-oh, am I making a mess right now? I kind of am. I'll clean it up later. Connect this. You could have any Kazimirish op come out from NPC jail, who would it be? Hold on. I've seen her. I don't remember her name. Let me look. Where is she? Wasn't there a cute, like, unicorn girl? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Give me Carol from the Granny story. Isn't there a cute unicorn girl? I don't know. The one everyone's waiting on is Toland, but... And, like, I want him to exist. You know who I want? The Last Knight. I want the Last Knight. Where's the Elder race? Not the Pegasi. Hold on. Isn't there an Elder? You hate that guy as a boss so much. He's a pretty terrible boss, but imagine if he was playable. Or imagine if we could get Tola the Blood Knight. No. Tola the Blood Knight, that would be fun. Is she Victorian? Oh, yeah, you're right, she is Victorian. Yeah. No, you're right, I want her, though. Yeah, Joshua, we were just discussing them. I'm really excited about, the Blemishine one. And then questioning why Lynn is there. How about we give Ella horse ears with a skin next R6 collab since she's from Poland? Yes! She should become an honorary Kuranta. Honorary Kazimierz citizen. Tola the Nightmare Knight as a melee summoner would go insane! Exactly! Imagine. Hi, Q! You finally escaped the mines? The mines for real? Yeah, I haven't seen you around for a while. I was like, I hope Q's okay. Still stuck in the mines. Hey, Jean Chris. Yeah, I'm working on the other statue first, but I will be working on the, questionable statue. This kid, not gonna lie, is too girly for you? What's wrong with a cute girl being in a girly skin? The girls wanna dress cute. Today's your birthday and you got TT from the Guaranteed 5-star. Don't talk to me. No, I'm kidding. Happy birthday! I'm glad you had good luck with her. Because I know you don't have a lot of polls. You have good news and bad news? Okay, go on. Q, you missed it, but I had to go 180 polls to get TT. I wanted to kill myself. Her op record already has her go to Kazimierz? I haven't read any of the R6 operators' records. That's interesting. I honestly... I'm happy that, Muinar didn't get a skin. I don't dislike him, but bro's gotta stop hogging the skins from his damn family. The icon is doing enough for him, you know? You don't have Blemmy and Lynn? Well, I think Narantuya, assuming then you have Narantuya, I think Narantuya is the least girly of the skins. Well, I guess Lynn isn't. It's really just Blemmy who's in a girly outfit, which good for her. Good for her. Let my Blemishine be girly. She spends all that time in her armor. Okay, let's bevel this. How about a seahorse MLP skin? Weedy? That wouldn't be bad. Weedy already has 2 skins, though. All of his skins are kind of really similar. I know! And I don't know why they made the second one, not gonna lie. No hate, maybe a little hate. But the second skin, I was like, why does this exist? His first skin was fine! The rat in Han's clothing, exactly. There was a rat amongst us. What the MLP community artists are capable of, it's not good for Muinar one bit. I'm happy that he got the icon. I think the icon is funny and cute, and that's all he needs, and that's all he deserves. People can play around with it. The turn of events went out pretty okay. We got both the Monhunt and the Bronies collab. Destiny 2 is over. Should have made a skin for the Pinus girls. Were they— Why all the MLP girls? No. Polina said to me, Rainbow Dash, Wild Mane. And I thought, oh, that's not a bad— that would have been good. Because Rainbow Dash is my favorite. So I was a little sad that there was no Rainbow Dash. But it's like, who would you make the rainbow horse? And she said Wild Mane. And I was like, it's not a bad idea. Because she fits the personality. Not so much the, rainbowness. But the personality match would be good. But Wild Mane Pinkie Pie. Sell me on it. Sell me on it. You would vote Granny Rainbow Dash? Really? Rainbow Dash Fang Alter. Yes, someone said Fang before also. Rainbow Dash Fang Alter would have been good. I would have been here for Rainbow Dash Fang Alter because the blue base color would have been not bad. To be fair, the Destiny 2 stuff fell through because Bungie had like horrible layouts right after it was teased. Actually, Z was telling me that it fell off because they said some shit that China didn't like or whatever. Right? Right, Z? Just because you started the game a Granny fan. Oh, okay, okay. That's solid. Something about an island. Right, right. Yeah, so the Destiny 2 collab fell off because they mentioned a certain island that China gets really piss baby about. So they were like, never mind. You're not allowed to work with this company anymore. The Chinese government. The Chinese government was like, do not associate with them. We almost lost a Monhunt collab too. Yeah, it was spicy times. You don't DM me your fucking polls. I'm gonna kill myself. I have to go to 180 for a single TT, bro. My savings are in shambles. I can't believe Trump visiting China ends up with us getting Monhunt. Very lucky. Very good timing. I feel bad for the CN people suddenly being faced with it, probably with zero savings. But they had to rush that shit out there. Maybe I'll leave it covered. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, and there's this part that connects. Maybe I'll take it from here. Why are you oh-noing, low tier? Are you not looking forward to the questionable statue? I mean, questioning. Not me too. Listen, the statue, it's Palace, okay? I love Palace. As a certified Palace enjoyer, I am allowed to make this. What should I do with this? Listen, we're starting with something nice and tame first. How am I going to do this? Get rid of this. You heard people say it's Perfumer? The one thing that makes me think it's not Palace is because of the hair vents. Does Perfumer have hair vents? But it's wearing Palace's flower. That's why people are... No, Perfumer doesn't have hair vents. See, it has Palace's middle bangs, and it has her flower, and it has a shit-eating smug face. Why do people get so strange about the statue? It's because of the grin. It's the smug face. I don't know if this is going to work. I might be making a mistake here. They'd be talking down the Monhun roster just so they wouldn't feel bad skipping the banner. Okay, I think this is working. Why does Palace have a flower on her head? It's a fashion. I think it's a Minoan fashion statement. Because in the story, they mention her wearing the flower. And there's enemies in the event who also wear flowers. The spear throwing guys wear flowers. Hold on. I'll show you. Yeah, when TT's looking for Palace, oh, it's cut off in this image, but the Greek version of an ahoge, maybe. Here, let's go to PRTS. Yeah, it's a Minoan fashion statement. Look at his flower on his head. Where's the elite version? Uh-oh. Here it is. Oh my god, I'm a genius. The elite version, he's not wearing a flower. Lame. I think it's just... I like the elite version of the statue, though, because it has a laurel crown, which is very cute. I don't think anyone else wears a flower. I think it's just the javeliner. Oh, never mind. This guy does too. The Paladulus. ET's headwear is explained at least. Did they explain it? I read her module, if you mean it's there, but I don't recall. They do explain Palace headwear though, because someone says, oh, on her voice lines. Ah, okay, I haven't listened to her voice lines yet. I'll listen to them next. I was wondering what her headwear was, because I was like, are these glasses? What is this? I'll listen to them soon, thank you. When TT is looking for Palace, an NPC tells her that Palace wears a red flower on her head. Explicitly, it says wears. It's a fashion accessory. Blue girl should have had a flower. True. If the blue girl had a flower, maybe it's a fashion accessory in Athenius, because the blue girl isn't from Athenius. I feel like I made too many, but that's fine. Oh, I gotta make the wings. That looks like two persons with one guy hugging the front one's waist. It probably is. Because as far as we know, centaurs aren't real in Arknights. You love the motorbike enemy with all the horse faces on it. It is very silly. With the horse heads. You can only get on this motorbike if you wear a horse head. Wait, how am I? Maybe I'll move this up. The motorbike enemy is fun because I can use TT S2 to just melt everything when they get off the motorbike. I was almost done editing my video, but I have to draw a thumbnail. And that's gonna take me a while, so... It'll be posted tomorrow or maybe the next day. Hopefully tomorrow. EX stages are tomorrow. But I'm probably not gonna stream EX stages until Wednesday. You had 4 T1 medic chips on non-medic defend chip day. You didn't prepare for her? I had my medic chips ready and waiting. Honestly, I'm so LMD poor right now because I E2'd Varkaris max level, E2 TT max level. I finally got around to max leveling my Vulcan. I can't E2 Perfumer Alter because I'm missing supporter chips, because I didn't plan for her, but I ended up liking her, so I was like, okay, I will have to E2 you eventually. And then I max moduled TT and Varkaris' module 2, and I finally got the final level in Vulcan's module. Oh my god, I've been spending so much LMD. You had the mats for M6 already. I didn't prepare the mats for M6 well enough, and I was stuck on M2, S2 M2 because of crystalline circuits. I finally went and grinded out some There was an SS mission that gave one, and there were some some IS, like, deep investigations that were giving them, and I grinded them out yesterday. I was like, oh, I need to get this M3. You didn't think you would pull her in 10 pulls, probably the price for your luck maxing. I'm crying. Oh, I got a Vina. I got a Vina on TT off rate. You haven't farmed mats for so long? I'm jealous. Oh, to live that life of just having everything. But the problem is I keep building a lot of characters. I'm always building. Someone in my stream last week said something about, because I didn't have any rocks, they were like, not having rocks is a skill issue. But I was thinking, like, I don't have rocks because I've been using them. I've been using them to build people, and so I ran out. How is it a skill issue? I ran out of rocks because I'm building so many characters. Yeah, even though I've been playing for a long time too, I started post-launch. I started, like 3 months before it was into a year, so. Sorry, I know that was a really fucked up way to put it, but I started maybe 9 months into launch. And I was already feeling it at the beginning when I was playing and all my friends had like more materials than me, and I was feeling like I can literally never catch up. You know? I will never have as many things built as my friends simply because they have 9 months playtime on me. You started mid-2020 and you're still running out of mats constantly? That's what I'm saying. I started, November 2020... Hold on. Let me check. Oh, it was November 2021. I started November 2021, and I am always running out of shit. You're a month 1 player? Yeah, I figure you're a month 1 player. Gosh, how am I going to... Let's select all of this. You have everyone E2'd. You currently have 300 plus on all blue mats. Oh my god. I don't know. Do you spend money to buy things like the instant E2s? Or just monthly? Just monthly? I don't know. Maybe it is that big of a difference. You start mid-2022, and the only material that you're not running out of are gold bars. You started during Dorothy's event. YouTube ad with Lynn got your ass. Starting during Dorothy's event is interesting because we were waiting for Dorothy's event for so long on Global because they kept pushing it back. There were a lot of memes about Dorothy's locked in Hypergriff's basement. Do you guys remember that? When the Dorothy event wouldn't release? Where Dorothy memes were fun? Absolutely. Monthly sanity potions are huge. I mean, I've been buying the monthly since maybe month 2 or 3 of playing. I didn't buy it right away because I wanted to make sure that I liked the game. So once I was like, okay, never mind, I'm in it, I have bought the monthly every single month. The only thing you're running out of is LMD. So true. Do you guys, hold special event items and, like, not use them and keep them in your inventory as, like, a weird flex? Yeah? I never thought of doing it until I saw on Twitter, like, a few months ago people holding items, and I was like, oh, well, I guess it's too late for me to do this. A couple, the ones that look cute. I have held on to a few cute ones, like Amia's present that she gave us very, very recently. I've kept that one because it's like a cute little rabbit box. You've been holding one crate for each event since CC12. CC crates, event crates, you keep at least a copy of it. I don't know, like, I get wanting to hold it for the flex of, like, look, I was playing at this time and I have this item, but at the same time, that's a material. That's a material that I could be using. I could be using that material. You know? No, let's do this. Uh-oh. There. You stop using the items because you don't need mats anymore. Okay, well, you aside. Mister, I've got too many mats. I need the mats. You wish you kept the crates since CC4 when you started really getting into the game. Yeah, I never once thought about keeping any items like that because I was like, I need materials. Okay, we've done the cute pillar. Wait, let me name things. Pillar wings. Pillar top. Pillar base. And now I will make a new collection. Ionic pillar. And I will move all of this in there. Turn it off. Oh. Move this to here. Pillar. Ref. Okay. Uh-oh, sus statue. It is time for the sus statue. I know, man. I just realized I never responded to your DM. I'm so sorry. You sent it at like 4 AM and I woke up and had to immediately do something. So like, it totally slipped my mind. No, I love looking at the art for this game because like the styles are so different, and I really liked Perfumer Alter's art because it's the same artist, but you can see how much their art has changed from like Perfumer to Perfumer Alter, and I think that's really cool to see the improvement. Hi, O3. Tier 3 item and it's random. You can procure them yourself and not rely on RNG to get a specific material. But, what if I need the blue gel? What if I need the blue gel and I want to gamble on it? Yes. Okay, now it's time for the sus statue. This reference isn't really going to be a hard reference. Like, I can't really make it in front of it too much. Just use green cert. It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm out. I buy out the green cert shop every month for blue gel, and it's never enough. Oops, I need to turn on X-ray. Well, I'll use this as a scale for now, at least. It's just when Matt hoarding stuff is way cooler, I guess. Who's gonna see it, though? You? When is someone else going to see it on your account? Are you gonna give your account to streamers for account review? Account review stream? Should I do an account review stream one day? One day I'll give it to my great-grandchildren, because with this economy, that's the only thing you can pass on. Blue, do you really think Arknights will be alive when you have great-grandchildren? You just spearhead farm one specific stage, 50 to 80 materials, and then you would consider using any material? Your account already deals mental damage to people who review it. Oh my god. Well, okay, so the way I farm material is it in current event? I will, like, I'll farm the shit out of current event stages. And if my blue gel isn't in the current event, then I suffer. And I wait for the next event that has blue gel. Like, I just farm current event endlessly. People is desperate for account review stream. An account review could be cool. I know, that's the thing, I don't have enough people. One day. Okay, one day, when I'm big and strong, we'll do an account review stream. I miss the days when you had 70 module blocks. I had no idea what to do with it. I did run out of module blocks recently, actually, and I was like, God damn. I don't remember whose modules I was upgrading, but I was going crazy with it. Ugh. I hate this guy. Never mind. Let me do this in a better way. I'm gonna build Wishadel for account review stream? Why, Blue? Why would you build her for my account review stream? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have to. You have mod blocks solely because you don't mod ops? You E2 everyone and then don't mod them? Wait, are you stuck in ads right now? Or can you hear me, Z? Your block started diminishing around the time Ox module first released. I don't remember why I ran out of module blocks recently. I was building like a new squad or something. Maybe it was Sleep Nights. I think when I went to build all of the obs for Sleep Nights, I got destroyed. Aren't the stupid squares ugly as hell? I do agree. I do agree that I hate looking at my operator and seeing the stupid empty square, bro. I hate that. Maybe I'll just do a cube. The horse escapismo, like the stainless and ox mod were so peak true. And then after that, every event a cat or two gets a mod. Getting mods for all Ave Musica members made you realize how scarce these things actually are, right? I had been, like, I guess I hadn't really gotten modules for anyone in a while. And then when I built Sleep Nights and got everyone their modules, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit, I don't have module blocks anymore. Does this thing make different expressions, actually? Hold on. Do I still... I have it up. I need to look. Can I shrink this? Thank you. Oh, it blinks. It blinks. That's it. It has a single blink. It literally blinks once when it moves. That's it. Oh! It blinks when it is flying and attacking. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll cut it in half and mirror it. You're picky with mods, only 4-star guaranteed to get them, so you have over 100. Damn. I'm picky with my mods too. I honestly don't... I feel like I don't have a lot of mods. But I do get annoyed at seeing the empty squares. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna duplicate linked and then model this. You know what's more annoying than just the square but with the E2 lock icon? What do you mean? What do you mean the E2 lock icon? If you don't have E2, it doesn't have the square. I don't think so. Does it? Oops. If the ops has a module but is at E2, the square also has a E2 icon. Really? They have, if they're not E2 with a module? I'm gonna have to look. God. I thought it doesn't show anything if you don't have the Me Too. I'm welcome to be wrong, though. We're listening to Little Goody Two Shoes music, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. I didn't know what to play today. So I thought, well, I don't think I've listened to Little Goody Two Shoes on stream, so we'll listen to this. Let the gang know you fuck with this music. It's good. I don't think I'll use it as reference anymore. I think I'm just gonna fiddle around. Oh, the lock. Oh, but it doesn't... Okay, so that appears... I see. Thank you for the screenshot. That appears when you look at them, right? Like you pull up their page, but not when you're looking at your whole list of operators, right? I was just thinking about the looking at the whole list, not looking at their, like, specific details. But I get what you're saying. Not a subdivision also. Kind of too big. This B-Day gift yet an 11-hour shift on your supposed best day off of your life. Why are they... You were supposed to have the day off, but they called you in? I shouldn't have. It's fine. It's probably fine. Oh, let's do it like this. Welcome back. No, I don't think you missed anything. We were just talking about modules. Do you module a lot of characters? Are you getting compensated at least? You think he's out here working for free? 11 hours work for free? You do, but you tend not to mod 3 them. Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. But when I buy a mod, I'm like, if I'm not mod 3ing it, what's the point? Maybe I'm stupid, but I feel like you get the most gains from it being level 3. You know? So I always make them level 3. I know that sometimes there's mods that it's kind of whatever. Sometimes I get stun locked and I don't know what mod to buy. Like, I'll build a character who has 2 mods and I just don't make any of them. Because I don't know which one to buy. You stay on mod 1 for most mods. Damn, that's crazy. Honestly, you're still too shocked to feel angry at the moment. What happened? Were you supposed to have the day off and they called you in? It's because you play 5 stars, so most of the module upgrades are kind of whatever. Okay. I don't know. As someone who just got my Vulcan mod 3, that mod 3 kind of made a big difference. She went from mod 2 is like 30% HP when you activate her skill to 60% HP when you activate her skill. I was like, god damn, the survivability just went giga up. Because most of the time only mod 1 is needed for this specific new talent. I guess. I just squeeze every drop out. Like, I want Varkaris mod 3 so that I can get every bit of extra attack for the Minos ops, I guess. But now you guys make me feel like I'm wasting mats. Am I wasting mats? Long story short, senior need help, me like senior, me help senior 3 hours, plan to go for a nice celebration all night after junior calls, junior says too drunk, can't work? That sucks. That sucks so bad. You should guilt trip the junior tomorrow. Be like, you know, you fucked up my birthday celebration. If you're using them for niche, then you need mod 3. Okay, fair. I guess because I'm just thinking about my niche mods that I buy. I guess I don't buy, like, every general mod outside of that. So I don't even, like, mod 1 a lot of my more general usage characters. The Juggernauts get a lot, but, like, Savage basically doesn't get anything too meaningful. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. He owes you 2 shifts and a beer. 1000%, bro. Is that the water statue enemy from Arknights? Yes, it is. The questioning statue. People have already made like 3D printed versions of it and everything, but I want one that's rigged. I wish to rig it and animate it, so I'm making my own. Cool, thank you. Welcome in. Should I... Hold on, I'm thinking. I'll just push this down. Make it sing Baka Mitai? Why? You mentioned that earlier, something about this statue singing Baka Mitai. Why, Q? Can't wait to see the finished version so you can Walter S3 its ass to oblivion. What did the statue do to you? It's cute. Did it make you waste 20 minutes because you didn't notice that it was still alive? Do memes ever need meaning? I guess not. It depends on your playstyle and ops, to be honest. You have to pick and choose since you build a lot of people, that's fair. My pick and choosing for building modules is I get overwhelmed and I don't build them. Unless there's like a module that's really good and I know it's really good. Or like necessary for someone, you know? Like Tragodia. I was reading about how you need his module so that he can do enough like elemental damage on bosses and elites. So I was like, okay buddy, congrats, you get mod. The definition of memes is having a meaning outside of the haha funny internet picture thing. I agree, I think that there should be a meaning. Why do you want this to sing Baka Mitai? Varka's good with mods since he has so many multipliers. I honestly bought his mod just because I was like, hee hee, Minos buff. Minos about to have so many faction buffs. Some ops you can just thug it out without mods, to be honest, unless you're gonna play high difficulty IS or niche, then most mods are overkill by now. That's fair, yeah. Sometimes you mod people based on the vibe, sometimes you read their mod and leave it at level 1. Vibes-based modding. Minos has a potential but lack of any good ops, to be fair. Whoa now, whoa now. Welcome to the stream, I am a huge Palace lover. We say nice things about Palace here. Hold on. Let me save this. Let me save this real quick. Statues. In the Arknights folder. There we go. You pull Palace on debut, you think you could be here? Well, not if you're saying Minos lacks good ops. She's good. She's good in my heart. I really need to finish my Palace model. Where is she? Here she is. Look at my unfinished Palace model. Oh, I took a side quest to make a TT staff last week. Get that out of here. Here's my unfinished Palace model. Don't mind that that picture is missing. Whoops. I love Palace. One day I'll finish it. Thank you. Yeah, and I want to make TT also, so I made her staff, because I was having fun making the scarab. This was last week, because I was so excited for the new event. I didn't do anything, I can close that. Food color pretzel stick. What are you saying? Game releases mid mods. Meet you, I'm not wasting my time on this. Game releases actual improving mods behind your back. Hi, Star. Yeah, I'm doing 3D stuff. Brand new sentences, so true. Yes, I'm a 3D artist. I made my VTuber. This is like a super unfinished model though, my VTuber right now. I have improved it, but I need to do all the like, put it in Unity, do all this setup. So I've been too busy lately to make an update. But yeah, I'm a 3D artist. Sometimes I draw on, I call this Art Sunday. Every Sunday, well, I try to every Sunday do an art stream. Sometimes, very rarely, it's drawing. But most of the time it's 3D stuff. TT and Perfumer Alter took all your gel, and now you don't have enough to M6 on both of them. Yeah. Early access VTuber model, exactly. Except we've been in early access for ages. Now we wait for the EX stages and see if you won't hate those statues' existence. I saw the elites because I was looking for a reference image just before I started the stream, and I saw the elites and they're so cute. They get a little laurel crown. I love that. I can't hate them. Yeah, I was out of gel for the TT M2, S2 M3. I had to grind a whole bunch of IS missions that I hadn't cleared so that I could finally do it, M3 her. Because of gel, I'm telling you, gel is the worst. It's the blue gel. Does, the Joy of Our Reunion rerun have blue gel? I don't remember. You're gonna have a terrible time on EX8? I did a Minos only clear, and it was 100,000% RNG dependent for ME8. You sometimes feel bad for killing the wildlife in Terra, then you go back and finish the slugs and dogs population of IS-7. It's okay, there's plenty of wildlife. If we do a little bit of killing, it's fine. They'll bounce back. You never thought the model looked bad? Well, I really appreciate that. The wings are like super unfinished. The textures aren't even done. Just wait till you see the new one. I don't think this one is bad, but the expressions aren't perfect. Like, I find the mouth isn't responsive enough. And I've made some adjustments for the full one. But I really appreciate that. Thank you, you're so sweet. Hell beans, exactly. Perfumer Alter is honestly pretty good for S1. I agree. It looks adorable and squishy already. Thank you. I didn't really expect to like Perfumer Alter because of, like, I love Perfumer Original. She carried me early game so hard, and I still pick her a lot in IS. And I was disappointed by the Alter not having the global regen, or any global anything. Honestly, I think that the reason why they did that is because the event forces you to use green number healing, and like passive global healing doesn't do anything. So that's why they didn't give her anything like that, I feel like. Anyway, I did end up liking the defense buff. I think that she's pretty neat. I think that her S2 is kind of weak, though. I think the fast redeploy... Not fast redeploy. I think the heli drop Abjure needs some work. I don't think it's quite there yet. You love her sister? Her sister was really cute. I did really like her sister. They haven't finished bullying Abjures, apparently. Okay, that's a good base for the leg. Let me make another leg. The back leg. Oops. You haven't checked the S2 yet? So... It's a passive skill that only activates when you deploy her. And it's, I don't know, like 20 seconds-ish? Ballpark? And it's an attack buff, so it's the one that I want to use because it's an attack buff. But, I don't know, it's like, you get how many uses out of it a stage. Because you have to redeploy her, you know? To be honest, I don't really think that Abjures are ever gonna stop being a community punching bag without them all being Haruka Quirkus. Yeah, for sure, for sure. How long have you and everyone there in YouTube chat played AK? Some people are day oneers. I started November 2021. It's actually really ironic because I just barely missed Palace release. I stopped playing for like 2 months. Palace came out and then I started playing again after her event ended. So I think it's kind of funny that I ended up being such a big Palace fan despite narrowly missing her event. But yeah, I started like really playing during the Solace holiday, just before the Solace holiday. You've been playing since Break the Ice, which is apparently a long time ago. Yeah, Break the Ice was a long time ago. You're a weak winner, never had a break, really? God, the drama with that Chen altar, right? I was so unaware about the drama because I was like a baby new player. So I didn't know anything. Your year 3 became a Ling supremacist before retired and became a simple farmer cat knight. Nine-Colored Deer is still good and not even coping as a Collab Knights player. Are you sure you're not coping? Her Sanctuary and ASPD buffed heal is great. Oh, okay. I still need to build my Nine-Colored Deer. She was always on the back burner because... Oh, LOL Abjurer. But maybe I'll build her. If you're saying you're not even coping and you like her. Every Chen altar has drama, it's a tradition. True. You hated Chen and Shelter since day one. The drama only buffed your hatred. Okay, so... I was a little new player. My friends got me into Arknights because they showed me a ton of characters who they thought that I would like to try to bait me to play. They were like, look at this character. Do you like them? And the characters that ended up getting me to play were Flametail, Bartooth, and La Pluma. So when the Solace holiday came out, I pulled until I got La Pluma. And my friends didn't encourage me to pull for Shelter. Which is fine, which is fine. but I think it's really funny that I got Pluma stopped. And no one told me otherwise. No one was like, maybe you should pull for Chalter. I just think it's funny. And same thing when Neural Alter banner came out, I pulled Flametail and I stopped. I was like, yay, Flametail! And then I stopped pulling. That's how you do it? Never worked, really? You never found a character that they liked enough to get them to play, I guess. Keep trying, it'll work one day. No, not that one. There you go. Abjurers are meant as supplemental healers and not medic replacements. It makes me wish that they had like a mild enfeeble on hit though. So that's why I think that Perfumer 2's S1 is much better than her S3 because... Sorry, S3. S2. Because she can be deployed the whole time, she holds charges, she can hold a few charges. If you module her, she can hit 2. It definitely feels like a medic replacement, where if she isn't needed to heal, then she's just hitting someone. But she can heal real quick and defense you if you need it. I think that that's definitely her better skill. Audacity, I pulled from Mizuki and got Chalter as a blemish on your account instead? No. That sucks. As I said, I was a granny simp. I used to defend her S1 a lot back in the day. Oh wow, golden retriever energy, yeah, true. Your friends got you into Arknights, then after 6 months you were alone in it? No! Honestly, my friends got me into Arknights and they still play, but they're like... They're in like super maintenance mode. Where they just kind of like... Look at the new characters when they come out, look at the new skins when they come out, do the event quickly. Like, I'm the only one among my friends who plays niches. I got into playing niches and my friends were like, oh, that's kind of cool, maybe I want to play a niche, and then they didn't. Which is fine. Play how you want to play, but yeah. So I'm glad to be streaming and have met niche players through this, so I can talk about it. You haven't been successful getting your friends in AK? I got a few... After my friends got me into AK, I got a few friends into it very recently. But yeah, they didn't last very long either. I think, honestly, with the game being a little older at this point, it's a little bit harder to get someone into it because, like, there's a lot of missed content, you know? And a lot of, like, characters that they don't have and things like that. You're in maintenance mode right now? You just play very casually to just make sure you, like, spend sanity every day, that kind of thing? None of your friends like gotcha enough to play, which is fair, but you have no one to play with during co-op events. Next co-op event, come to my stream, Poos. We play the shit out of co-op events here. All your old WoW guildies all have kids and no time. RIP. You're a week 1 AK player and it's not your most played gotcha. Wow, what's your most played then? Playing collab nights really rekindled your love for the game. Yeah, I definitely agree, and that's why I was trying to, you made an alt so you could play co-op on your own. Z. The floodgates that got you into doing niche was when you did a challenge out of boredom. Chapter 9 Pillarless. Oh, interesting. I think AK is just kind of hard for most people to get into. I think AK... okay, so yes, it's like Blue just said, it's 2D, and a lot of gamers these days only want the 3D games, which I think is a shame. I think that there's a lot of things working against AK, which is like the 2D chibi style. It's a tower defense, and a lot of the time when I tell people about Arknights, their immediate reaction is, I don't like tower defense. Buddy, you think I started playing Arknights because I like tower defense? Okay, no offense if you did. If you did start playing Arknights because you like tower defense, no offense. But I was not a tower defense fan before I started playing Arknights. I think that's the biggest thing, honestly, because a lot of the time I've tried to tell people, I'm like, I really like this game, it's called Arknights. They're like, ew, tower defense, gross. You like the tower defense? Listen, I enjoy it. I'm just saying it was not the selling point for me. It was the cute characters was the selling point for me. I'm the current landscape. Oh, in the current landscape, it's gone more into obscurity like Concole, Girls Frontline 1, Azure Lane, etc. Not enough bells and whistles for new gens, exactly. I think that they have cultivated a very hardcore audience who will stick through for everything. But yeah, there's not enough to really like draw new people in. Honestly, I think the Limbus collab and Endfield brought some new people in a little bit. But not enough to stay. I don't think they really stuck around past a few months, you know? The gameplay is a little unorthodox. You got into Arknights just for the tower defense? Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you got into the game for tower defense, props to you. It was not what sold it to me. Oh, you too, Library Pimp. Wow, okay, damn. Tower defense gamers up in here. I had no love of tower defense until I played Arknights, and I was like, okay, I like it. The prototype AK. I've seen the beta, AK with the, like, character design differences, but I don't think I've seen, like, the prototype unless that's what you're talking about. You played Arknights for the tower defense and now you can't play balloons! That's too funny. Limbus players are also a pretty small niche. That's fair. They are. You still don't really like TD, you just love Arknight's take on TD. That's what I'm saying, is that the TD didn't draw me in, and I don't think that I would go out and become a tower defense player after playing Arknights. But I like Arknight's tower defense. I have fun playing Arknight's tower defense. Okay, let me look at the images. Dad doesn't want cat, dad and the cat 1 week later, vibes coming from you. Exactly. Okay, here, let's look at Z sent me images of the prototype. These placeholder assets really are something. Interesting. I mean, hey, every game's gotta start somewhere. Every game's gotta start somewhere, and if this is what they started with to bring us to what we have now, they did a hell of a job. I'm happy for them. Yeah, it's the character stolen by Lowlight. Exactly. Before Arknights, I played Genshin. But I honestly found it so tiring, and that's one of the things that I've really liked about Arknights, was that I could do my dailies without needing to watch my screen. Like Genshin, I was always like, okay, time to actually play the game, even if I don't really want to, for however long, you know? But that was a draw to Arknights for me, was the auto. Because before Genshin, I also played Sinnoh Alice. And Sinnoh Alice had auto also. So playing a 3D game, and like I get it, like how are they going to let you auto your dailies in something like Genshin? But playing the 3D game, it was really like involved compared to something like Sinnoh Alice or how Arknights does it. Before Arknights, your goat was Dragalia lost. No. Another one lost to Dragalia lost. Tragic. Is he secretly Hypergriff Dev or what? He said that they showed the images during a campus recruitment event. So someone had taken those to share with other people. But he could be. You took them. Oh, you took those. Oh, okay. Wow, you were at the campus recruitment event. Are you gonna work for Hypergriff? Put in a good word for me. You're not supposed to share it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. See you in court. Uh-oh. It's okay, Z. I'm too small. No one will know. There's been a leak for a while? Okay, okay, okay. You're scaring me. Yeah, first-hand insider info. Right? That's crazy. No, Blue, no, don't even joke. Don't even joke. They're gonna see your message. They're already hot on our trail. Hold on, I gotta circle back to something that we were talking about quite a while ago, and I didn't have a chance to say it. What got me into Niche was... And I'm glad that I got into Niche, because it definitely kindled a lot of love, for sure, for the game for me. Was, I was just doing, like, pretty standard, like, meta clears. With, like, standard meta units. But I kept watching, Dr. Silvergun. I kept seeing Dr. Silvergun's videos pop up in my YouTube algorithm. And I was like, this guy beats everything with 4 stars. And then I would see some other videos, and I was like, wow, people are so cool with the limits that they self-impose. And then I had to pick... That's what got you into Niche too? It was Dr. Silvergun? Yeah, I was like, damn, this guy's crazy. I'm using all these 6 stars and being stupid, and this guy is using 4 stars and destroying everything. Watching Silvergun back in 2022 feels like Team Black Magic, right? I was like, how? I use 6 stars and struggle, this guy's using 4 stars and it's clean. So then I had to decide what my niche would be, and I was still like a new-ish account. Like I was maybe a year or 2, no, probably just over a year into playing. So I didn't have too much built. But I really loved, like I said, I got into the game because of Flametail and Fartooth, so I really loved them, so I thought, okay, well maybe I'll play Kazimirash. But I had skipped Neural the Radiant Knight. I skipped Neural the Radiant Knight Because like I said, I just wanted Flametail. And you know what else? I just wanted Flametail, and you know what else? I really did not like her exposed ribcage. I hated the exposed ribcage. And that was enough for me to be like, I'm not pulling. I don't want her. But then they released this skin. And I was like, never mind, I'm in. Kazimieresh only, let's go. So my first niche was Kazimieresh only. So we're gonna get you playing Arknights seriously rather than just cheating with meta and the occasional guide. Me too, me too. Because I did use guides every now and then, and that's... Watching Silvergun made me like, bro, I'm using 6 stars in guides, and this guy is using 4 stars and his brain. Like, do better. So... You used to be a Sniper Knight player. Why did you switch to Kazimieresh off snipers? I think what really gave you an appetite for niche was CC9, arguably the best, where you cleared Risk 21 with snipers only. Damn. Too much op to upgrade. That's fair, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't do class nights. Not to mention the fact that I already saw a lot of YouTube posters who were doing class nights, but also it was like, holy, there's so many operators that I would have to build. That's why I went with Kazimieresh, because I already had a lot of them built due to, like I said, my love of Bartooth and Flametail. The only niche you tried to push when the great niche shitposting was strong was War Crimes Nights. I think Child Soldier counts as a war crime. On my stream a few weeks ago, we were talking about a Sleepy Nights, because nowadays I play Kazimieresh, Minos, and Sleep Nights. Oh, and sometimes Dublin only. Or Tara only. Anyway, Sleepy Nights. People with skins in which they look like they're about to sleep or have recently woken up from sleep. That was a fun niche. You remember you're the second Kazi player on YouTube. Wow. One great benefit of niche is the reduction in expenses. Exactly. I do build a lot of characters regardless because I still like collecting them all. But I definitely felt like, well, I don't have to build a lot of these guys now because I'm focusing on the niche. I don't play niche in IS though. I still use like variety ops in IS because I'm bad. I'm bad, so I use like the strong operators for IS. So I still build them, you know. What do we have here? Hi, Polina. Sleep-deprived nights? No, because sometimes they're not sleep-deprived, they just woke up from a nap. Of course I'm making it! I know, I know. I can't help it. I know that it already exists, many people have made it, but I'm making mine rigged, so... Different! Just gotta be different! Let me take this, actually. The amount of sus art of it on Twitter. I don't know why it's making people act up, bro. I just think it's cute. It's the pose that gets you. Okay. Since you're making yours rigged, you could sell it to animators so they can make videos. No, don't say that. No. Oh my god. That's dangerous, Polina. But wait, money? Hold on, money? It's Palace and her big-ass hidden hair. I know, that's the one thing. It does. It really looks like Palace, but I think mostly what's selling it on Palace is like these kind of look like ears. But then what's this? Is this a human ear back here? I don't know. What's happening with this? Anyway, and then it's got a flower on the head and a smug face. That's what looks like Palace. And then everything else is like a whatever. Arknight's community is full of horn dogs, but not kink shaming though. Listen, I ain't kink shaming. But they're definitely weird. I'm not trying to kink shame, but kinda weird. Like, has there ever been an enemy with such curves? I'm sure. You just like it? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. You can like what you like. Just don't be weird about it on my stream. That's the only requirement. Nice talking with y'all, but you gotta go. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, Library Pimp. Have a good one. Oh, it's Whistlash's birthday? Happy birthday, Auntie Zofia. Some people just want their fountain dried up, I guess. That's one way to put it. Let's, oh, this is almost over. Sorry, Little Goody Two Shoes is a horror game, so some of the music sounds like this. You gotta bear with it. I ain't playing around with the playlist. We're just listening to the whole soundtrack. She became a pony for her birthday. True. Good for her. We love that for her. A little spook is a treat. Exactly, exactly. Do you guys like the horror genre? I love horror movies. But I'm not as good with horror games. When I was in high school, my friends and I used to play Fatal Frame. But I was too scared to fight the ghosts. But I wasn't scared to explore the environment. So we would pass the controller off, and I would do all the exploration, and then as soon as a ghost showed up, I'd pass the controller to someone else, and they would kill the ghost. You like reading about it, but you're really bad with playing or watching them. Yeah, I'm not as good with playing them, but it does kind of depend on the genre. I'm too scared for Resident Evil. I'm too scared for Resident Evil. But like RPG Maker horror, I like RPG Maker horror because it's not as scary. Because I don't have to shoot a gun at realistic zombies, you know? You're a really scaredy, not a cat. So you don't like horror movies? I love horror movies. I went to my friend's house on Thursday night and we watched Hokum. You like Silent Hill games, but you can't play them? That's fair. You're a massive pussy, all your friends give you shit for it. You can't deal with horror because you genuinely have a little girl scream. Even movies are too spooky for you? Oh my god. I love horror movies. You can play a couple RE. So here's the reason why I can't. Yeah, the RPG Maker forms, right? 07 to a real one. The reason why I like movies but I can't handle games, I feel like, is because I'm too in control with a game. Oops, where'd it go? I like a game. Oh, sorry. I like a movie because I can just like sit back. I can just sit back and chill and be scared. I don't have to do anything. The problem with the game is I am in control and I'm gonna panic and shut down. Your brother would only let you borrow his laptop if you could clear the first night of FNAF 1. What the fuck? Even the RE4 remake one part just had you stand there for half an hour because you knew you wouldn't like what was coming. That was me trying to play RE2 remake. You grew up with girls, your taste is too girly back then for horror stuff, now you get scared easily. Oh my god, it's never too late. It's never too late to get into horror. You ain't good with horror either, never have been, you hide under a blanket? Oh my god. You can play Eve and Mad Father. Yeah, I love Eve and Mad Father. Great games. Also, The Witch's House. Ooh, I love The Witch's House. That was a scary RPG Maker game. They really get you with the jump scares. You immerse too easily. I know the feeling of nothing will happen if you don't do anything, so you're just stuck. Exactly. If I have an offensive... Oh, if you have offensive options in horror games, you're less scared. Oh, okay. I don't know, part of the Resident Evil... Owl Only had you scream crying. I haven't played the new version. I remember playing Owl Only in high school, and it was, like... so different. They've made a bajillion updates since then. So I don't know how Aoni is nowadays. But my friends and I played a lot of Aoni too, yeah. My problem with Resident Evil, is that I had the Resident Evil anxiety of, like, I'm gonna shoot my- I know that they do the, like, reactive ammo. So, like, if you use ammo, they'll spawn in ammo for you. But I had massive anxiety about running out of ammo. So I would try to shoot as little as possible, and I was always scared. Let me see how much I played of- I played- my boyfriend really wanted me to play Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I played it for 4.6 hours. I barely got- I started with Claire's story. I barely got far. Let's see. The last achievement I got was solve the goddess statues puzzle. I was not far into that game. I was scared. Hold on, I gotta check a message real quick. Aren't they remaking Veronica? Shocking everyone. Shocking everyone they're remaking Veronica. I remember when that trailer started playing, and I thought, this looks like Capcom, this looks like Resident Evil, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be wrong. And then it started to, like, spell out Veronica or whatever, and I was like, I was like, oh my god, it is. It is Capcom, it is Resident Evil. Hold on. Sorry, I had to respond to a message. Peak RPG games to you are an eroge RPG maker. It's not so good you're invested in the lore over gooning. I've seen a lot of games on Steam lately where people go like, I don't even care about the porn. I'm just here for the whatever gameplay it is, you know? And I'm like, alright, it's funny, but like, I'm sure you're also here for the porn. Like, be for real. RE2 Remake is real bad if you scare easily. That's what I'm saying. It's so scary. There's so many scary parts. Oh my god, and when they introduced, what are they, the lickers on the ceilings? I was losing it, I was losing it. Hearing the sounds of the lickers, walking into a room and knowing there was one there, I was like, I was so scared. It's okay, we scaredy cats can just play horror-themed stuff like EO4's Hall of Darkness, which is scary for the party-wide petrify. Ugh. Needing to make the anti-petrify rings so that you don't just get one shot immediately. That was scary. Or EO1's 6 stratum, which was scary in that you constantly fell down those fucking holes all the time. And I had to walk all the way back up. Bro, that was insufferable. That was I hate EO1 stratum 6. Actually the worst. Alright, bye Z! See you later. Hi Iggy, thanks for the Prime resub. Thank you so much. It's Art Sunday. I'm working on this statue from Arknights that everyone on Twitter is obsessed with. When they showed the V first, you thought they were remaking 5 and completely changing the entire story. It spooked you so bad. No, that's funny. They showed the V and I was like, is it Veronica? People be so invested in a game's building mechanic that the AI girlfriend, the supposed main content, gets locked in the basement. No. Is it me or TT Mod and Mastery on S2 actually go crazy hard for no reason? Oh my god, I finally finished the M3, the S2 M3, and it's insane. It's insane damage. Yeah, and I have Mod 3. It's insane. EO1 6 stratum is honestly so bad. It's a pitfall maze with damage tiles and a teleport maze and a pick-up. I know. I was crashing out. I was crashing out over EO1 stratum 6. Actually the worst 6 stratum of my life. The worst dungeon of my life. It was so bad. Mod 3 already. Oh, I put her in a hyperbolic time chamber. Sorry. You have to pass the time normally, Polina. The time will pass, don't worry. The time will pass. XP3 trust. Hey, that's more than halfway. What am I trying to do here? EO1 DS doesn't even have enough playable map tiles to map out the entire teleport maze. So terrible. Yeah, Polina, listen to Custer rubbing in his fucking luck. I told him, don't say this to me. He didn't witness how bad my pulls were. Debating about pulling on Camille and Enfield. You play an Enfield? Iggy? Do you like vampires? I don't know how his gameplay is at all. Low-key, I haven't opened Enfield in months. So I don't know if he's good. You've barely played Enfield, just opening it up to do dailies. I was in that loop of, like, literally just opening it for 10 minutes a day to do dailies, and then I got so busy, and it just totally slipped my mind one day, and I was lying in bed, and I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I didn't do my Enfield dailies today. And he was like, maybe it's time. It's time that it stops. People keep telling you they're good support for Rossi. Camille's good for Rossi. Does he, do bleed or something also? What is this mess I'm making of these wings? Hold on. Rossi doesn't need a male. Okay, but do you guys like Wolfguard? I know that we're a bunch of male haters here, but do you guys like Wolfguard? Because I like Wolfguard. Probably just combustion, and Rossi deals extra damage to combustion. Oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair. As a matter of fact, she doesn't need anyone else either. True! She is fine on her own. Now you don't like Wolfguard? Oh, okay. I kind of like Wolfguard. Wolfguard is pretty alright for a level 1 unit that you'll never use. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. His story quest wasn't too bad. Honestly, it just brought up more Landbreaker issues. I was talking about it on your stream yesterday, but I don't like how they handle the Landbreakers because it's constantly like... Okay, I have a lot of problems with the Landbreakers. Now that he's meta for CC, it's time to hate. Uh-oh. Okay, I have a lot of issues with the Landbreakers because they talk about, like, the Landbreakers were founded... I read all of the logs. I read every log I could get my hands on when I was playing that game. And they were like, the Landbreakers were made by this guy, what's his name? Jacob. 60 years ago. 60 years ago. Buddy, that's not enough time. That's not enough time for them to have become, like, the level that they're at of, like, we hate them and they act like they're so different from everyone else. 60 years? They've been a thing for 60 years. Okay. And then it's like, people recognize you as a Landbreaker. Why? Because you wear a Landbreaker thing. You can take it off. Being a Landbreaker doesn't mean that you're different. Being it's like being associated with a clan. You can just choose to stop associating with them, you know? And so that's why I don't understand why the pack are like, yeah, we're Landbreakers. Everyone hates us. Even though we're working with Enfield, but we're still upholding the fact that we're the Landbreaker name. And it's like, why? You don't have to. Just take the masks off. The only reason why Rossi and Wolfguard are ever acknowledged as Landbreakers is because they have the little Landbreaker masks. If they took those off their outfits, no one would know that they were Landbreakers. Right? But... And I don't understand it because in story, like the very beginning of the story, there's an NPC who sees Wolfguard and goes, oh my god, I'm scared because I recognize that he's a Landbreaker. And I remember being like stun-locked. I was like, why? How do you know that he's a Landbreaker? And it was some bullshit. It has to be some bullshit like he's got a mask on. Because Landbreakers aren't like a race of people. They haven't been like changed physically. It's literally just a clan. Yeah, but you're applying logic and then that doesn't work on Talos too. Oh, my bad. I'll take my logic and leave. And that's what I did, and that's why I haven't played Enfield in 2 months. You're back to check on progress. Just don't use this statue the wrong way. You're already losing hope. Don't lose hope. Here's the progress. I've got the legs, but I need to add claws. I'm working on the wing. The face, one piece of hair. Actually, let me, put the mirror on this also. Here we go. It's going. Maybe I'll do the tail next and the flower. The great Sirakusano civilization became a bunch of hobos. Like, I don't understand. I hate how they depict the Landbreakers because it's constantly, like, the game makes you question, am I supposed to care about them? Because on one hand, they're just, like, faceless villains, just goons who exist to die, and people even acknowledge them as such. They're like, we hate the Landbreakers scare me, kill the Landbreakers on sight, is how they're treated. And then the next moment it'll be like, well, they're, people, and we do care about them. Pick a lane. And I get that the Sarkaz have gone through, like, kind of similar things. And it does feel like they're just doing Sarkaz too. Electric Boogaloo. But the Sarkaz are a race of people who can't change their race. The Landbreakers are a clan affiliation, and if they don't want to be a part of the Landbreaker clan anymore, they can just walk away from it and rejoin society. Like, what? I don't get it. Unless I'm missing something. To be fair, they haven't tried nuance yet. It felt like they were trying nuance before. Anyway, that's my Landbreaker rant. I know it's my mistake for reading the lore in Enfield. It is rough, it is rough. The reason why I went into Enfield reading the lore off-rip is because I'm playing catch-up with Arknight's lore. I'm playing catch-up with reading Arknights, and I was like, wow, if I'm starting Enfield at the beginning of its life cycle, I can read everything off-rip. And then I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. Allegedly, you heard that the beta story Valley 4 was like 80 hours, but they massively cut everything short. Maybe it was better over there? I get why they would cut it short, because people do not have the attention span for 80 hours, but if they could, like, feed us it back into the game, I would appreciate that. Like, if they could find a way to just kind of put it back in some way. For the people who want to read it, you know? I get that it's too much reading for people who just want to, like, play the game. Anyway, and I know that people who defend Enfield are always saying, like, you gotta give it some time. Arknight's story wasn't good on day one. And sure, Arknights wasn't great at the beginning. I have read the beginning chapters that the game launched with, but it had nuance, and it had setup, and it clearly was working towards something, and the villains weren't just, like, evil for evil's sake, which is how the Landbreakers feel. The Landbreakers feel like they have nothing. They are just evil caricatures. Sometimes they give you something with the Landbreakers, and you're like, wow, this one time, a Landbreaker actually felt like a human character, and not just a fucking villain caricature. And then the next Landbreaker you see in a story is another caricature, and you're like, never mind. There's a lot of stuff in beta Enfield I wish they had kept, but I guess people complain too much. I wish that I had gotten to play the beta. I did sign up for the beta every single time, and I never once got in. Landbreakers are so bad compared to even just Reunion. That's the thing, is that I don't know if they're trying to be like new Reunion or new Sarkaz or kind of a mix of both, but they fucking suck compared to both of them. Like, it's just that there's no motivations. There's no like gray area. We as evil and shiz, literally. I just feel like Enfield doesn't have a proper core theme like Arknights does with having hope for the future. Yeah, I agree. Arknights does have a core theme of like, even when everything is so bad, you still have to hope. And it definitely like comes across really strong in everything, in all the characters and all the events. But I don't know what the theme of Enfield is. Building? We're building civilization? I don't know. It's just... making the Landbreakers barely able to talk or read feels so dehumanizing. Exactly. That's the thing. Is that when Arknights has villains, no one is just like straight up an evil caricature of like, I'm nothing. Like, I just exist to be evil, is how the Landbreakers feel. Meanwhile, even in the latest Arknights chapter, in Arknights episode 16, you spend the whole time thinking, like, Ursus is so evil, these things that they're doing to the infected miners is so fucked up. And then they show you, and this is because of how the story is formatted, they're allowed to do this, which is also why I think having the visual novel format for Arknights is a huge blessing. Because there is like a very short story node in which you see some Ursus soldiers, and they're also like, man, shit sucks. And they're just trying to get by. And I know that it's not right to, you know, just be quote-unquote following orders or anything. But it shows you that they're not just like some faceless nothing, like, oh, I just want to kill everyone. Like how the Landbreakers feel, you know? Hi, Microvogue. Welcome in to my Enfield rant. You know, it's a different group of writers, but like, can they borrow some people? That's what I'm saying. It's just... it's a different group of writers, sure, but you can't, like, sell us on it being Arknights and then have, like, the least Arknights-y story imaginable. Like, it just doesn't feel good. I fucked this up. Let me fix this up. But if they borrow some writers, when will our next filler country story even happen? No, you're right. We can't let them borrow any writers, or we're never gonna get another Minos event. Good point. You think it's also the issue of needing generic enemies and the fact that Enfield stories don't really have a set timeline. The generic enemies thing sends me because I remember there was a quest where, it was that one with, like, the assassin Landbreaker, and you're, like, going from spot to spot trying to, like, find out what's happening. You would always, like, get there after everything happened and then read the, like, notes and everyone being ambushed and whatever. And there was... the assassin was, like, a woman Landbreaker, and they used the fucking male model, and it was like, oh, why? Why am I reading female pronouns for this obviously male Landbreaker model, like generic ass model? I don't care if they're using a generic model for some like side quest, whatever, but can you at least use the female if you're going to be calling it a her? Maybe open world gotchas that force one character to always be the focal point aren't super great for writing. That is what I was feeling so hard, especially with this Arknights event that we just had, because I keep thinking about the fact that Doctor doesn't show up at all in this story. The entire Minos event, Doctor is, like, barely even mentioned. And I think that's really cool. I think it's cool. I don't mind Doctor. I don't mind when Doctor's in events. I have no problem. But the fact that it's possible for us to have an event without the, like, player character being there just makes the world feel really good. Like, main character glazing is kind of getting out of control, and I think that that's an Enfield problem for sure. Doctor is nowhere to be seen in several events because the world exists without the MC. Exactly, and that feels so good. And it just feels like Talos 2 doesn't exist without Endman. You know? Like, Endman has to be present for the world to move. But Doctor doesn't. Doctor had enough screen time in Babel, and I think that Babel was earned because there was enough, like, setup, and Doctor, like, appeared in enough events to, like, finally have the payoff of, like, learning about Doctor was nice. Been like that since the beginning too, since Granny's event didn't have you in it either. True. I honestly didn't even think about that, but you're right. Granny's event, Doctor doesn't appear. So it's definitely not a new thing. I know I was saying it in the frame of this new event, but that's just because I was just reading it. So it had me thinking about it. But yes, it's always been a thing. It's always been, like, they can make an event without Doctor. They could at least put some effort into making the Endman glaze worthy instead of whatever Endman is going for. For sure. It's like, I get that when Endman was last walking around and stuff, I guess they did glaze-worthy things. But we haven't really seen it, so it definitely feels like, what are we doing? Why does everyone care so much, you know? That's why I like the Doctor. What little Doctor glazing there is people being like, oh wow, I've heard about the Doctor, but they clearly, like, don't know you. Like, the way everyone who meets Endman is like, oh my god, I remember Endman 10 years ago, or whatever, you know? Hold on, let me catch up on this. We could entirely have events without Endman. After all, they shoehorn the character even if they're not in your party, and you have immersion mode. That's true. That's true. It would be nice if they opted to maybe decide to dump Endman sometimes and just make you play a new character. I don't know. I think the other problem is that because it's a 3D open world game, they have to physically bring you to each place. So the thing about Arknights is that they don't have to build a whole environment. Yes, they do make new maps, you know, like new stages. The stages, you know, the stages have 3D modeling. I always really like looking at the 3D modeling on the stages. It's like the furniture kind of thing. But it's less intensive than what Enfield would have to do, you know? You only hear a bit of Doc glazing in Act 0 and then everyone gets to shine. Yeah, exactly. We could I feel the Babel event being about the Doctor was made stronger due to them not showing up in a lot of stuff past main story. Yeah, for sure. Endman having VAs, but she only gets to say 3 lines per page annoys me. I agree. I don't know why they have the Endman VAs if they barely say anything. I guess they want to have the voice work for Enman be a little more reserved to have it maybe like have impact when she does talk. But I do kind of just feel like just make her talk more. Another rose, yeah. Another rose. You know the charging enemies in this event, the centaur guys also have roses. The spear throwing guys and the centaur guys have rose accessories. They're white roses, but I'm telling you, it's Minoan fashion. We should get Titi a rose. I don't know, I thought that I'd make it straight and then just give it a physic bone so that it can move around, but I think that it is constantly... Yeah, I don't think it ever goes straight, so I think I will curve it a little bit. Half of her lines when she does talk is like, yes, let's go. True. She gets like the weakest voice lines. It looks too silly to be straight? Okay. Don't worry, I'll curve it a little. Guys, my Little Goody Two Shoes OST is almost over. What do we listen to next? Taking requests. Why get Titi a rose when you're about to give her rose of applause? That was a good one. Minecraft OST? No. You're going to be predictable and say EO again? I mean, we could. We could listen to EO. Or EQ. Who's which one, though? You like 5? Okay, we could listen to 5. Little Goody Two Shoes is a horror game, but it's really good, and it's not like so horror-y, you know? I think you can like it even if you don't like horror games. Except there was this one level. I was streaming for my boyfriend, and he said that this one water level that Little Goody Two Shoes had, he was like, "This is scarier than Resident Evil." Oops. You only played 5 a long time ago, but then you forgot everything about its OST with the battle theme. I really like 5's OST. Yeah, we were talking about it last week, I think. I really like Fetid Necropolis. I used it in Arknight's video I uploaded once. And Poos was saying you liked, which one was it? The Garden? Hold on, I'm looking. Speaking of horror, I was terrified in that one Hat in Time level. I haven't played Hat in Time. I didn't know they had scary levels. Are you a EO5 town day or town night enjoyer? Honestly, I don't remember the town theme of EO5 now that you mention it. Hold on, let's listen. This is just the whole playlist of the whole OST. Yeah, Stratum 5, even though EO5 Stratum themes are all really good. Yeah, fair. It's like only one level, but it was really too scary for you. Oh my god, hold on. Hat in Time scary level. Hold on, I have to see. A part of the game seriously scared my kid. Is it this haunted house thing? Haunted woods? Haunted house? Oh my god! Wait, this is some scary stuff. Oh my god. Here, we can look at it. Vanessa Manor. Wow. It does look scary. It does look scary. No, I think I'll do this to flip you. Did you guys play Luigi's Mansion? You can't with any type of horror use of what the bed did when you watch Courage! Blue. Blue. I can't do that. You really like the little intros each Stratum had in EO5, even though you just skipped them now. It's definitely nice to set the feeling seeing them. Yeah, I think it was a nice addition. I hope they make the next game similar to 5. I really liked 5. Courage was hardcore, to be honest. You're a horror junkie, but some of those episodes are still genuinely unsettling. I never watched Courage when I was little. You like Courage the way you like Gumball. The variety of art style intrigues you more than the scary. That's fair. I watched it when I was older, but I really liked, like, my favorite, like, Cartoon Network show was Flapjack. Anyone here watch Flapjack? Flapjack is incredible. Hell yeah. I love Flapjack. Gang just camping the TV for Flapjack. Yes, let's go. I feel like a lot of people don't really know Flapjack because it aired like, I guess at a later point in a lot of people's lives, but I still watched it. I even bought the DVD. You did? It was a weird one? I loved that it was weird. I loved the weirdness of it. You were more of a Ben 10 kid. Yeah, Flapjack was when I was older, but I enjoyed it. I did watch Ben 10 as a kid. Like Chowder. Flapjack is kind of similar to Chowder. I didn't watch Chowder though, honestly. Your most watched show was probably Sophia the First, because you had to babysit your sisters. I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. No, yeah, I've never... Oh, 2012. This is way too old for me. I mean, like, I was way too old when this came out. I never watched this one. But if you were babysitting little sisters, that makes sense that you would see that one a lot. Tutelary Forest. It's a great song. I love this song. I love Stratum 1 themes because they're so relaxing. They're so relaxing and peaceful and... to ease you in before you have to get clapped. I like the synths that they used in the earlier Etrian Odyssey games, and I understand that it was on the DS, so they had to, because they didn't have enough memory, but I really appreciate that you can hear the EO5 songs are played with real instruments. Like, you hear her taking breaths between playing that flute. Beautiful, beautiful. Flapjack, Imaginary Friends. Ooh, I watched a lot of Imaginary Friends. Those were peak ones to brainwash yourself. Brainwash? Bonus for getting the horror fear out of you. Most of what you can remember from your childhood was just anime. Oh, okay. That's fair. Get beat up by acorns that only do 1/4 of your HP. Exactly. Any Ed, Edd and Eddy enjoyers? I actually didn't watch a lot of Ed, Edd and Eddy. I don't know. I wasn't an enjoyer. Oh my god, Poos! Yuzo Koshido! I forgot to say, my boyfriend just finished playing Mina the Hollower the other day, and he was reading the credits, and he goes, "Oh, Yuzo Koshido, I know that name." And I was like, what? Did you know Yuzo Koshido did a song for Mina the Hollower? Hold on, let's listen to it. I forgot. I didn't listen to it yet. Was it? I don't know, I just remember... You didn't. Yeah, he read the name. Oh, okay, here. Hold on, I gotta pause it. This song is credited Jake Kaufman and Yuzo Koshido. His EO work is really different from the more arcadey sounds of his other songs, though. Yeah, his FM stuff is really great, and I love his FM stuff, but I do really appreciate the real instruments in EO5. EO5 actually had DLC for an FM soundtrack. Yeah, I remember. And sometimes when I'm picking a song, when I want to use an Etrian Odyssey song, and this happens for like 1 and 2 also, when I want to use an Etrian Odyssey song for an Arknight's Clear, I listened to the FM one, and then I listened to the, like, orchestra one. And I always ask my boyfriend, I'm like, which one should I use? And he always picks the orchestra one. You know, because EO 1 and 2 have the Untolds, which gave them, like, orchestra versions. But he always picks the orchestra one. I'm like, okay. Now you just ask people if they like EO5 chunky or smooth. Wait, that's funny. You love pixel art games? Yeah, he really enjoyed Mina. He was saying, you should stream Mina. Maybe. Do you guys have a Steam Deck or a Switch 2? Either or. Or both, I don't care. I just need to know if you own one of them, minimum. Some people told you Mina is too hard, so it made you interested, but you hate rats. What if she's a mouse? Do you lump mice and rats into the same category? Your friend has one? They legit didn't sell it in your region? They didn't sell which? Steam Deck or Switch 2? Mice are kind of cuter. Just think of her as a mouse then. You're thinking about getting a Switch 2 before the price increase. If you're interested in the new Xenoblade or the new Fire Emblem, which I know a lot of people are now like, oh shit, I need a Switch 2 because of those games, yeah, I would definitely say go for it. I have a Switch 2. You have a Switch 1, but you never use it outside of the dock. Oh, I play mostly handheld, honestly. I mostly play handheld, but the reason why I'm asking is because... Alright, listen, I do have both a Steam Deck and a Switch 2, okay? The reason why I'm asking is because when I hold one of these consoles in my handheld, in my little baby hands, my hand hurts. And I wanted to know if anyone else experiences this. It's like, it's so heavy. I don't know. They're heavy and they hurt me. I'm honestly more interested in the possibility of the next Atelier game recently. That Atelier game looks cute. I was surprised that they flashed the new Atelier game in the sizzle reel of the Nintendo Direct. Barely name dropped it. If a new EO came out on Switch 2, I might cave. I feel like they put it on, Steam too at this rate. The Switch 2 does feel a bit unwieldy. Okay, hold on, let me illustrate what I mean. I need a right hand. Okay. Hold on. Common Atelier L. I'm surprised because, like, who was the sexy one everyone was in love with? Ryza. Ryza was so popular, and I guess they're just slipping away now. Okay, when I hold the Switch 2 or the Steam Deck, maybe you should go back to the 3DS. I know, the 3DS was truly perfect. When I hold a Switch 2 or a Steam Deck, this part of my hand, like this especially, this part here, starts to hurt. After just a few hours, it starts to hurt. With the Steam Deck, it's so fast. The Steam Deck is so heavy. I have to play with it, like, resting on a tabletop, like, holding it, but on a tabletop or in my lap, and, like, the whole time, because otherwise it's way too heavy. But the Switch 2, I can hold, like, with my elbows on a table, holding it up, but after a few hours, this part of my hand hurts so bad. Not on my left hand. It's just my right hand. It's just my right hand. I am right-handed. The only handheld you have your whole life is your phone? That's crazy. Ryza was so popular they needed to make 3 games for her to stay relevant. They always do 3 games. Every Atelier protagonist has 3 games. They can dig into it a little because it's a flat surface, I guess. Big same when you tried playing with your friend's Steam Deck? Yeah, the Steam Deck is so heavy. I have to rest that bitch on my lap. But the Switch 2, I was surprised that the Switch 2 was affecting me in the same way. 3 games with a new Pro Tag. Sometimes. Aren't there other Atelier girls who got 3 games? Yeah. Didn't Sophie get 2 games in a row and then they gave her a 3rd, like, a long time later? Sometimes they... You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're a Arlan main? Okay, well... No, I think you're right. The fact that Ryza got 3 games in a row with her as the Pro Tag is kind of big. Like... Sophie had a 2nd game for her outside the trilogy. Okay, that's what it was. My bad. I do remember that Sophie had a follow-up late. But it came out like 5 years later. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I knew there was something kind of funny about that. Do you guys like, The Legend of Heroes? You know, the Kiseki series? Hell yeah? Hell yeah. I only played, the first, and I started the second, and I was actually playing them on Steam Deck. Because my boyfriend is a massive fan of the Kiseki series, but he wanted me to play them handheld. So I played them on the Steam Deck. Oh my god, I was bawling my eyes out at the end of the first. The OG, I didn't play the remake. The end of the first had me crying. Oops. Oops. I gotta fix this. Not that one. This one. SC is so good. I really need to go back to it. I'm on like chapter 2 or 3 of SC. So I know I'm right at the beginning. I chose Shara. I chose Shara because I love Shara. I went through all that nonsense to get the voice acting in the game also. Patched in the Japanese voices. You might like 3rd chapter even more. Really. Everyone always, at least I think my boyfriend says his favorite is the next series. 0? Ao no Kiseki? Is it Ao no Kiseki? Oh yeah, Azure. Yeah, Azure and 0. He really likes those ones. So I need to get through to those. Yeah, they seem to be like the most popular, next to Cold Steel. But I guess that's because everyone jumps in at Cold Steel. Why is this not? I'm gonna mirror this. I always thought, when I listen to Kiseki music, I always think that it reminds me of Etrian Odyssey music. Like, they have a similar feeling sometimes. Sometimes it makes me think of Etrian Odyssey music, sometimes it makes me think of Toho music. Listening to Kiseki music. Especially the fact that all three, Kiseki, Etrian Odyssey, and Toho, are all really big to have like arranged songs. So it makes me feel like, well, the community's the same. Very similar. You were too deep in Minecraft to notice Steam Summer Sale is up. I can't believe you have been so entrenched in Minecraft that you didn't even notice. Okay, speaking of Zero and Azure though, every fucking Steam sale, every single Steam sale, Zero and Azure are 30% off. They have never gone higher than 30% off. You know what he was showing me the other day? You know what's 50% off right now? First chapter remake. First chapter remake is 50% off. Oh, but Zero and Azure, these like decade plus old games, they won't give us a deeper sale. You might hop on that. Have you not played first chapter yet, Griffin? Yeah, you did, but you're gonna play the remake? Okay. Yeah, it's 50% off on the remake. If only you had a Vita. See, that's why I had to play it on my Steam Deck. But yeah, I know what you're saying. You want Mugenics, but the price is too peak for you? What is it? Mugenics has got to be pretty... not bad. Oh my god, it's actually expensive. I didn't realize it was this expensive. 30 CAD. Usually 37 CAD. I thought it was a cheaper game. Mugenics is a good game, but god, I really can't get over the epic toilet humor. I agree. I really do not like toilet humor. So when a game has, like, too much toilet humor, I'm just like, ugh. I get it. I, as one of 5 people with a Vita, yeah, pretty neat as a DRPG machine. I had a PSP. I bought a PSP that was like already hacked because I wanted to play Project Diva. That's why I got a PSP. Oh, I'm a Town Night theme enjoyer for sure. It's coming back. Now that I hear this, this is Town Night, isn't it? Wait, or is this daytime? No, this is daytime. What's night theme? Did we miss? Oh no, it's okay. It's coming up. It's coming up. We'll wait for it. You think you're gonna grab Union Syndrome? The translation drama? Yeah, this is Town Day. It's so jazzy though. It made me think it was night. The translation drama probably died down by now and the MC has shark teeth. Oh my god. You and your shark teeth. Night is what plays in the tavern. Okay. It's coming up. We'll hear it soon. God, it's been so long since I played EO5. You're also a town day enjoyer. All your friends are town night. Okay. We'll see when it plays. I don't know, this is so chill for a town day theme. I feel like Night Town is always the chill one. Uh-oh, that's not what I want. I like this one though, I remember jamming out to this one a lot. God damn it. I'm just gonna have to move everything. Fuck. The faux theme first. I can't listen to this theme without hearing Janetta going, "Good morning. Do you want to save?" Yeah. Your #1 criteria of the game is its replayability. That's fair. Yeah, I do think you would get a lot of replayability out of Mugenics. My #1 criteria of a game is, do I like the art? I'm not even kidding. If a game has bad art, I'm not gonna play it. Same? I'm glad, I'm glad. League has a lot of replayability. Blue, are you trying to be like a devil on a shoulder right now? Get out of here. Yeah, I need, like, good... decent to good art. If the art's not amazing... Like, I'll get drawn into a game that I've never heard of if the art's good. I see good art and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm interested in this. And then if it's a game that, like, I'm interested in for other reasons, and the art's, like, decent, then it's fine. But... you know, it's like Monster Hunter Wilds doesn't have great art or anything, but I had a bunch of friends who wanted to play it, so I was interested in that. And it was, like, passable. I know a lot of people hated on Wilds graphics, but I didn't think it was that bad. Should we get Mecha Chameleon? I was talking about Mecha Chameleon in here last week, and everyone was like, I don't have friends to play Mecha Chameleon with. Oh my god, guys! Discord server? I'll make a Discord server for my birthday and we'll play Mecha Chameleon. How about that? And it sucks because you're only really into gameplay at the end of the day, but if the art doesn't appeal to you, you just can't be looking at it for hours. I totally understand. I understand. If the gameplay's bad, you're not going to want to play it, but if the art's bad, you're equally not going to want to play it. You're gonna buy the game now? Is it on sale? I hope it's on sale. Okay guys, what do you think these are? Pieces of hair? I don't know. Oh, I should make the bangs actually. It's budget friendly enough. How much is it? Let me look. You think you can get past lackluster art? I think it really depends. I think it really depends on... Oh, it's not on sale, but it's only 7 cats, so it's not that bad. Agree on the ears? Okay, I'm just confused because... Look at this. Is this a human ear? And then what's this? What's this back here? What? Is it a human ear and then animal ears? Yeah, no, listen, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware that people in this game have 4 ears and I hate it. I hate it so much. And some of my friends who don't play Arknights refer to this game when I talk to them about it as the game where people have human and animal ears. And I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. Horns? The back, though? Does Pallas have human ears? No, she doesn't. She escaped the plague because she has, her beautiful cow ears are low enough to be in the spot where, human ears go. Just like Lena, just like Perfumer has, like, her really low fox ears that slot into the human slot. At the back, it could just be some hair. Okay. Low-key having 4 ears sounds useful. Oh, this is Town Night. I remember Town Night. They're both really good. I don't know. They're both really good songs. You don't really like it either. You kind of accepted the lore reason. What lore reason? People always, like, make up a lore reason for it, but I feel like there's no satisfactory answer. I always see people saying, like, they evolved. They evolved from animals to look like humans, and so they developed human ears as part of the evolution. But I think that's kind of lame. I think that's kind of lame. Well, let me make the bangs first before I worry about that. Oh my god, I don't know, Poos. Town Night is really good. They're both bangers. Why are we pitting 2 queens against each other? If I remember correctly, the lore reason is that Originium literally forcibly turns people into a human form as shown in the Chapter 16 bear. Yeah. Like, I get it. I get it. And especially with the bear, I know I was showing off his freaky human hand. But I don't know. I think they just wanted an excuse to let artists draw human ears because they didn't want to Uncanny Valley no ears. You know, I play Final Fantasy XIV, and there's races that have animal ears, and most hairstyles that these races can use cover the ears. But people complained because they wanted other hairstyles. Ooh, Fetid Necropolis, my beloved. They wanted other hairstyles, and so now they just have like a empty spot at the human ear side. And that's fine. And that's fine because they wanted it. I think they should have done that instead of and told the artists, hey, don't draw human ears. Unless it's an Aegir or a Liberi, don't draw human ears. Or a Sarkaz. I use this song last CC for the daily with Jesselton. Once you found the Makote drill hairstyle, you never went back. I play Lalafell, and I have the like... I swear no one uses this hair but me, and then they put it in the MSQ. Welcome back, Z! So when they put it in the MSQ as a very recent character's mother. That should tell you enough if you're up to date. I don't want to like talk spoilers just in case. And all my friends were like, oh my god, it's you! It's you as a character. Yeah, I play Lalafell. I love Lalafell. Let me see if I've got any pictures. You guys want to see my Lala? Let's see. I don't have any cute pictures. Hold on, I'm gonna have to open up my screenshots folder. I'm checking Discord to see if I've posted any. All my screenshots are Mahjong! Oh. No, I'm just gonna have to open up my screenshots folder. Okay, hold on. Hold. You were also Lalafell, but you had short bob. Oh, okay. You really should come back to 14. Yeah, come back, Griven. Where did I put my screenshots? I've been playing 14 since 2011. Or 2012? 2012. I started in 2.3. Where the fuck did I put my pictures? Hold on. I hope it's this folder. Okay, I found it. Yeah, 2014, 2014. That's my first... I actually played a Catboy first. Hold on. And then I made my Lalafell. Here's my Lalafell in 2014. This is my Lalafell in 2014. That's how she used to look. Here was us clearing the deep dungeon, but I need a picture of my Lalafell. Yeah, she looked angry there. Hold on. Do I have any? Oh my god, here was when I won. Oh no, that's not the hair I'm using now, though. Where's my current screenshots? It goes in documents, doesn't it? Here we go. This is the hair I use. I never see anyone else using this hair. I don't have any real pictures. God damn it. No recent ones. No. You never saw another Lalafell with that hairstyle, right? With the little top bit? You just watched My Little Pony PB What the Rat Doing, right? You stopped playing because you weren't really having fun with MSQ, and you felt guilty because you were not paying attention to the story. What do you mean I'm not playing real? What do you mean I'm not playing real? I do fishing. Oh, endgame is fashion. I have cute glams, though. Hold on. Where did I... When I did, Here, look at this reindeer glam I did for Christmas. Look at my reindeer glam. That's endgame. Fashion and fighting with inventory space, but it's also fishing. You guys don't understand. Fishing is the true endgame. I've been playing since 2014. It's hard to quit at this point. I have too many friends who play the game, and I know that a lot of, like, we do other things together. Like, my friends from 14 are who I friends swap with, and they're actually the ones who got me into Arknights. So it's not like I have to play the game to keep in contact with them, but I don't know, I still really like the game. Sunk cost fallacy, exactly. Oh, thanks for the 3 watch streak, Yuanito. Okay, but also I literally met my boyfriend in 14. I always PvP'd with him, and I was like... Listen, it wasn't like it was a dating app, it was just that we PvP'd together all the time. And then we played Guilty Gear together. I don't know, I just like fighting, I guess. What a match, exactly. I just like fighting. Enemies to lovers spark. Basically. I'm so glad they closed the MMO you liked. Which one did you like? You won the PvP and said now you make dinner, unironically. Unironically. He does cook me dinner. Well, I do the hardcore content, like week 1 ultimate. I've been progging Kefka on ultimate. He cooks me dinner. Oh, Terra! I tried Terra out. Before I played 14, I played a lot of different MMOs. 14 is definitely a dating app in some ways. I played a lot of MMOs. Actually, when I was little, I played Vanilla WoW. When it came out, I played Vanilla WoW. I was very young. But I did play it. And I got into 14 because I had a friend who was moving. And we wanted to like stay in touch, and so we would like play games together, and we tried a bunch of like free MMOs. Like we played Elder Scrolls Online. It was so bad. And we played Terra. Did I play Terra with him actually? Now I'm thinking. And then he had played 1.0 of Final Fantasy XIV. So he was like, oh, they're doing a free login weekend, maybe we should try this. And I was like, oh, I don't get a free login weekend because I've never played before, but I guess I'll try buying it. Now look at me, like 12, 13 years later. I've been to FanFest. You don't play games at all, Z? You just play gacha games? And Minecraft. You play Minecraft. You need to fight in Twitter about World Cup last match? Oh, true, Yuanito. Classic WoW is like a dating app, but instead of dating, it's just either kids or 50-year-old men. Oh, God. Did someone say Minecraft? Yeah, Z plays a lot of Minecraft. Z makes Minecraft mods too, I believe. They stole Columbia the win. Wait, is this a positive? Or are you angry? Hold on. Oh, you're barking. Okay. So, yeah. Columbia didn't win. They stole the win from Columbia. Activated you like a sleeper agent. You haven't played any other game long term? I've been raiding in 14 doing Kefka Ultimate, and I'm playing with a Brazilian who is very into the World Cup right now. He's always cheering on Brazil. Okay, let's make these little blobs, I guess. You forgot how long the boss battle team? Right? It was really long. I didn't mind it, but I was like, wow. This theme just keeps going. You think the World Cup matches is in NYC right now? We've got World Cup matches in Toronto too. They're doing some like campaign with like these beavers. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense. So they have like beavers around the city, like downtown area, that they've been like painted to inspire themes from different countries that are participating. And you can, like, go find them and, like, take pictures of them and then enter to win some shit. How dare you say, oh, Z Blue is correcting you. He says, how dare you say it's in NYC, it's in NJ. New Jersey. Oh, thanks for the lurk, you Anito. Enjoy your raging about, the World Cup. Close enough. You know, I know several people from New Jersey who like to say that they're New Yorkers, so... You're so disappointed with South Korea for this World Cup. Did they not do well? Eliminated! Uh-oh. Oh, fuck! Canada was playing today! I forgot Canada's playing today. Hold on. Canada World Cup. Oh. They're playing right now and it's 0-0. Canada's playing South Africa. But no one's scored yet. Those New Yorkers would kill for saying that New Jersey is NYC. They would. Speaking of World Cup, Dragon Traveler Soccer AI slop ads are giving you seizures. What? South Korea lost to South Africa? Griven. I'll avenge you. We'll avenge you today. We're fighting South Africa. (1-0) the South Korean coach getting so much flack. Oh no. Apparently South Korea lost because of corruption or something? I mean, I'm not surprised. It's South Korea, what do you expect? Corruption is like their middle name. He already resigned, damn! Yes, Z, half of the New York teams play in Jersey. Some mid-gacha game that's desperate for attention. Oh. Dragon Travelers. I don't know it. I think it's mixed because we were supposed to get a foreign coach, but some higher-up pushed the current coach. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That sounds like corruption to me. I don't know about you guys. Sounds like corruption to me. No wonder he resigned. They were supposed to have someone else. The Algeria-Austria match felt rigged, especially in the last few minutes. Uh-oh. I thought you said Dungeon Travelers and you got really confused because it's a video game. No, Q's talking about some Dragon Travelers gacha game, apparently. I don't know much about soccer, but you're rooting for Cape Verde and Bosnia. I'm rooting for Canada just because I'm Canadian. I have no horse in this race in the slightest. I don't give a shit about soccer. But woo! Go Canada! Canada's doing really well. Let's go! Current president looking for investigation right now. It's pretty crazy, Korea. Holy shit. That's crazy. Sam, you're only watching because they're funny when they screw up and send everyone home. Oh my god. Okay, Q. I wish they drew the backs of enemies, you know? They never give enemies backs. Oh my god, Paulina, the screenshot of fishing in Terra, that is endgame. I'm happy you were into it. There was a time before the latest expansion of Final Fantasy XIV, I had caught every single fish in the game. But I fell behind, I've been slacking. So many people are 3D printing those guys. I know. Maybe I'll 3D print mine, but mainly I want to rig it. The 3D prints are funny. Everyone got really into them. Yeah, Q. It looks pretty AI. Here, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is AI? I don't know, I feel like I'd have to see it in motion, but I don't want to watch the ad. But maybe. It looks AI. This is Dragon Traveler. The music is even more... God, how am I gonna make this work? No, blue, no. Maybe I should just use this sphere instead of this amalgam I made. Oh, I shouldn't. How should I do this? Oh god. You know what? I'll use this amalgam. Let's give her like a little nose. Someone on Twitter posted they never seen Chinese football team and asked if US sanctions China again. And the post went viral on CN and the reply is just a side-eye monkey meme and it ain't US's fault this time. What happened? What happened then? I don't know anything about what's happening with that. Yeah, this song is going crazy. It's a good one. Chinese team went downhill since 2000. Oh, damn. So Z, who are you cheering for? New York? No, America, I guess? New York. America? Yeah, the way they do trading cards for the events kind of sucks now. Remember when you used to get them for looking at your, discovery queue? They have mainland, Hong Kong, and Taiwan if you count that. Z, we do not count Taiwan. Taiwan are their own people. They all score around 0, goddamn. You guys seen any cute animals lately? Are you trying to imply that this is not a cute animal? You know what? I just got the head to finish. That's not bad. That's not bad for today. And I did the Ionic Pillar too. Beautiful. I gotta go though. I gotta go see my brother. I have plans with my brother. And then I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise tonight. I don't know if I'll stream. I might stream. Don't feel like you have to come watch me play Rise and be bad at Rise for the first time. It'll be my first time playing Rise. I might. I'm not promising, but... Thank you! With Mugenics and Mecha, it's totaling you 20 bucks. Looks like you're going hungry again. Oh my god. Hold on, let me snooze these ads because I'm trying to end. Yeah, first time Rise. First time Rise. Thank you. I gotta make sure I compile my shaders before I leave. Rise is great? Okay, maybe I'll stream. Maybe I'll stream. But it's gonna be like a chill, like 2 hour, maybe 3 hour max. Chilling with the homies playing Rise. Okay, thanks so much for hanging out for the art stream. It was good, it was productive. Yeah, I might be back with Rise. Otherwise, I will be definitely streaming the EX stages on, I think Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'm gonna do EX stages. Alright, have a good one. Thank you.